Good morning dosto, welcome to Saral Sociology. Today we will do a critical analysis of bureaucracy. Before jumping to the criticism of bureaucracy, let's review what is bureaucracy. Friends, bureaucracy is a term used to describe a system of administration characterized by hierarchical structures, formal rules and procedures, specialized roles, and a focus on rationality and efficiency. While bureaucracy plays a vital role in organizing complex societies, critical analysis of bureaucracy examines its potential drawbacks and implications for individuals and society as a whole. Let's explore the different aspects of the critique of bureaucracy. The very first is alienation and dehumanization. One of the key criticism of bureaucracy is its potential to alienate and dehumanize individuals. Bureaucratic systems often prioritize efficiency and adherence to rules, which can lead to impersonal interactions and a loss of individuality. For example, in large corporations, employees may experience alienation and dehumanization when their work is reduced to specific tasks. They have limited autonomy and decisions are made solely based on predetermined rules rather than their unique talents or insights. Next critique is red tape and inefficiency. Bureaucratic systems can become burdened with excessive rules, procedures, and paperwork, resulting in bureaucratic red tape. This can lead to delays, inefficiencies, and frustration among both employees and the public. For example, when individuals need to navigate multiple layers of bureaucracy to access government services such as obtaining permits or license, the excessive paperwork and lengthy processes can be seen as barriers to efficiency and effective service delivery. Next criticism is hierarchical power structures. Bureaucracies often have rigid hierarchical structures where decision-making authority becomes concentrated at the top. This concentration of power can limit participation, stifle innovation, and create a sense of powerlessness among lower-level employees. For example, in a government bureaucracy, decisions are made by high-ranking officials and they may trickle down without considering the perspectives and expertise of those at lower levels, and which results in lack of responsiveness and limited room for creativity. Next important criticism of bureaucracy is lack of flexibility and adaptability. Bureaucracies are designed to maintain stability and predictability, which can hinder their ability to adapt to changing circumstances or address unique situations that fall outside established rules and procedures. For example, during times of crisis or emergency such as natural disasters or public health emergencies, bureaucratic systems may struggle to respond quickly and effectively due to the rigid adherence to established protocols and procedures. Next common criticism of bureaucracy is potential for organizational dysfunction. Critical analysis of bureaucracy also highlights the potential for organizational dysfunction such as corruption, favoritism, nepotism, and the prioritization for personal interest over the public good. These issues can erode trust in bureaucratic institutions. Instances of government officials engaging in corrupt practices such as embezzlement or bribery undermine the integrity and credibility of bureaucratic systems, leading to public disillusionment. Next criticism of bureaucracy is lack of accountability. One of the critical aspects of bureaucracy is the potential for the lack of accountability. Bureaucratic systems often have complex decision-making processes and diffuse responsibility, making it challenging to hold individuals or departments accountable for their actions. For example, in some government bureaucracies, decisions might be made by committees or multiple layers of authority, making it difficult to attribute responsibility when something goes wrong. This lack of clear accountability can lead to a sense of impunity and hinder effective oversight. Another highly talked criticism of bureaucracy is bureaucratic ritualism. Bureaucracies can sometimes become overly focused on following rules and procedures for their own sake rather than pursuing their original goals or effectively serving the public. This bureaucratic ritualism can lead to a loss of efficiency and effectiveness. For example, when a bureaucratic institution becomes so fixated on meeting procedural requirements that it loses sight of the intended outcomes, valuable resources may be wasted and the institution's ability to fulfill its purpose may be compromised. Next criticism of bureaucracy is over-specialization and fragmentation. Bureaucracies often divide tasks into specialized roles, which can lead to a fragmentation of knowledge and limited understanding of the broader context. This compartmentalization can hinder holistic decision making and coordination. For example, in a government bureaucracy, different departments may focus on specific aspect of a problem without considering the interconnectedness and broader implications. This fragmented approach may hinder effective policy development and implementation. One common criticism of bureaucracy is bureaucratic redundancy and overlapping responsibilities. Bureaucracies can be prone to redundancy and overlapping responsibilities, which can result in inefficiency and confusion. Different departments or individuals may perform similar functions, leading to duplication of efforts and waste of resources. For example, in a government bureaucracy, multiple agencies or departments may be responsible for overseeing similar areas, leading to coordination challenges and a lack of clear lines of responsibility. The last critique of bureaucracy could be a lack of transparency and public participation. Bureaucratic decision-making processes can often lack of transparency, limiting public visibility and participation. This lack of openness can erode trust in the system and hinder democratic accountability. For example, when bureaucratic decisions are made behind closed doors without adequate opportunities for public input or scrutiny, it can lead to feelings of exclusion and a perception that decisions are made without considering the needs and perspective of the affected individuals or communities. Finally, friends, the critical analysis of bureaucracy encourages us to question and challenge the assumptions and practices within bureaucratic systems with the aim of improving their responsiveness, accountability, and effectiveness. By identifying the shortcomings and exploring alternative approaches, sociologists contribute to the ongoing discussions and efforts to reform bureaucratic institutions and enhance their ability to serve the public.